relationships, and your work. Each week, we will be diving into one of these 4 areas with the goal of challenging you and encouraging you in building strong families. We're sponsored by the Family Launch Academy, a community of families, parents, and leaders that want to see their children launched well into adulthood, prepared for what's to come. Find out more about the community, resources, courses, trainings, and Q&As with me, Dr. Gilbert, and the Family Launch Academy by joining our free Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Family Launch Academy. Now let's get into this week's episode. Hey there, this is Dr. Corey Gilbert with the Family Health Podcast. I'm here with my son, Alex. Say hey, Alex.
Hello, I'm back.
Yes, you are, and I'm so glad. So last week's episode was talking about pornography, or the last episode. So today we're going to actually talk about some of the things we end up addressing in our home and then things that come up and what to do. So Alex, tell me about when you're on Spotify listening to music on a laptop, what are some of the things that pop up?
Sometimes there's different types of songs that I've never heard of, and I click on them and listen to them, and they're not the best songs.
Yep.
And then there's the different photo albums, the covers are all sometimes explicit, in visual.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know how they can insert stuff like that into anything, even music.
Yeah, and even some of the ads. I remember you bringing me in there one day, and there was just an ad for something that was not appropriate.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
And they're targeting our kids, by the way. It's kind of a no-duh. We know that. But we were talking yesterday about how music is not something that's censored. So you can listen to music. The beats are great. The lyrics may be iffy. But our kids today are consuming more on YouTube than anything else. And that's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Just because there's a lot more variety of things you could actually see and do and experience and witness.
Yeah, so the visual there, because those videos suck you in.
Yeah, and then you just keep watching more and more.
Yeah.
Music, you only can hear this stuff most of the time.
Right. So it's different hearing the stuff, and the lyrics can be bad, but there's something about the visual, which is what our young people are consuming the most of. What else is kind of an issue with music?
The fact that there's no age restrictions for some songs that should have age restrictions.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night. The age restrictions. There's so much out there.
Because on TV, there's age restrictions on everything, but music, people don't think about that.
Yep.
But there should be.
Yeah, there should be. There's stuff that's just totally inappropriate. I actually saw a video yesterday saying that the music industry is kind of on decline in some ways, and it needs kind of revitalization from good, healthy artists. But pointing at lots of artists who are really using their tantalizing, or however you say that word, stuff, breasts and butts, and basically it's pornography in music videos, and this is not okay. Are we aware of that, Mom and Dad? Are you aware of that? This is really critical. Now, you've grown up in our home, and
yes,
you've had lots of conversations about this.
More than I can count and ever will.
Yep. I mean, you come and hear me speak and we talk about this because it's a big deal. I remember the first time I saw pornography, and I was in college and I saw it was magazines. That's one thing. That's a whole different world. And I remember going, wow, these are incredible. Yikes, these are terrible. Oh, wow, this is incredible. Why is there articles in here? This is really weird. But yet, now what are young people seeing first? It's not magazines.
It's videos.
It's videos. That's a whole different world. Mom and Dad, this is a whole different world. We've got to go there. We've got to talk about stuff. We've got to actually prepare them to say no, to walk away, which is what you said. So when you're on YouTube and you're searching and something comes up, what do you do?
I keep scrolling and try not to go back to that.
Yeah. Is there any temptation to go back to some things?
There's always temptation. It's just, can you overcome that?
Good job. So it's choice, which is really, really hard sometimes. And that's where we actually, doesn't matter what age we are, we need accountability, and we need those relationships. Me as a dad, I need other men in my life that hold me accountable and talk to me and check on me, just like we do for our kids as they grow and launch. What else would you tell mom and dads about music and some of that industry and some of the way they're using basically pornography?
That people need to make sure you see what your kids are actually listening to, because some of the stuff can influence them in ways you don't want. Because I've listened to some bad stuff and I don't like it. Like there's some rap that's not good.
Yeah. So it's in your head. Yeah, you can't get out of your head, can you?
No, that's some things.
Right. Wait a minute, I didn't know you did. Just kidding. It's kind of scary, isn't it? When you put stuff in there, you don't get it out.
Yes.
And so that's part of where as parents, we want to protect our kids. And so many are doing that intentionally, but in the process of protecting, they're doing harm because they're not preparing.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to prepare our kids that when you're on that device, the fact is you're inches away, millimeters away of a lot of bad stuff. And so it's interesting to think about it from the music side versus YouTube or in general, or the internet. This gets into smartphones and the movies we watch, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. We were also watching the beginning of Stranger Things episode 1, season 3, and I remember kind of going, this may be a deal breaker. Some of the stuff they put in it, it was not okay. But it led to us having conversations about exactly this.
Yeah.
What is the opening scene of Stranger Things season 3?
It's Mike and Elle on the bed making out.
Yeah.
And
so it's not okay. Is it horrible? No, but it's teaching this ethos of this is normal and okay and even expected at that middle school age. And so how we have those conversations and talk through that's critical. But in the end, whose decision is it? Whether you do those kind of things.
It's your decision.
Not mine.
No, like the person who's doing it.
Exactly.
Not you.
Exactly. It's yours. And that scares us as parents like crazy. How do we love our kids into good decisions? Well, a lot of it is all those micro conversations, preparing them to make those decisions when they're on their own, which is really scary. So very important. Good talking to you, Alex. Thanks for a good discussion. I look forward to our next one.
All right. Bye.
Say bye. Bye. Thanks for tuning in to the Family Health Podcast. I hope these become valuable resources full of encouragement and challenges as you lead your family well and with confidence, and definitely not alone. Find out more about marriage and family life coaching and consulting at HealingLives.com. I want to help you and your family be successful in marriage, love, life, and family. Thank you to our sponsor, the Family Launch Academy. To get your family moving in the right direction quickly, check out our website, HealingLives.com, for available options that will serve your family best, from counseling and coaching to seminars, online courses, and more. It is an honor to serve.